Hello, everybody. So this is an update on how I've been doing with the starch solution. It's been going incredibly. Since the last time I talked on my channel, I was talking about getting back on the bandwagon after falling off a couple times. And you know what? At this point, I don't even remember having fallen off because I've been really, really focused on specifically positive affirmations. I've been doing positive affirmations up to 3 or 4 times a day for about 15 minutes. So, I'm talking to myself for like an hour a day because I have a long commute and I'm walking most of the commute, which is great exercise also. So I'm doing these positive affirmations as I walk to work. And so the affirmations will be things like, I'm beautiful. I am worthy of weight loss. I follow a plant-based diet. I gravitate toward healthy foods, things like that to really get me focused on my day and into the right sort of mindset. And so I do that in the morning and I do that at night. Other than that, one thing I wanted to touch on is that through these positive affirmations, I believe, and also just being focused and feeling good about my body, I've been motivated to start running again. Now, in the past, I've had sort of a rocky relationship with exercise. When I was a kid, I was forced to do it a lot more than I wanted to. So I would rebel and do things like binge eat, which is where that came into my life. So when I came to college, I decided to have a healthier mindset toward exercise. And, I really fell in love with it. I fell in love with running, with biking, walking, and swimming. But I overdid it, and I lost a lot of weight really quickly, and that was no good. And then I gained it back when my body told me over and over, we don't want to exercise today. Um, so because of that, I took a break from exercise and of course subsequently gained a bit of weight. But since I've been on the starch solution, I've been feeling a lot of energy, and specifically in the mornings, I love being outside in the morning. I think it's the most beautiful time of day because all the birds are singing, and people are more cheerful than they will be at night when they come home from work. So I like to go walking in my neighborhood, and so I started running in my neighborhood instead. And so I've been running for the past week or two, and I think that's really, really helped accelerate my progress. I don't weigh myself. I don't believe that weight is an accurate measurement of your health. So I try to avoid the scale at all costs. I have a pretty, so-so relationship with it. So I've been going running, and I've been feeling sort of like less baggy, if that makes sense. Like my legs feel a lot tighter and a little bit less jiggly. My stomach is definitely shrinking down because shirts that were tight, because I kind of have a pouch down there from weight gain and weight loss, and so it's a little bit of loose skin. So sometimes shirts will fit kind of tightly around that area. A lot of the shirts that fit tightly around there when I was, like in February and March, and now it's July, are fitting loosely, which is really cool. And so I've been taking progress pictures as well, like side angle progress pictures on my phone, and I made a folder to compare. So I've been looking through and comparing those photos a little bit. And it does definitely seem like my belly is trimming up. I always have had a big booty. That's my genetics. My entire family on the women's side has large badonks, so that's never going to change, and I'm fine with that because my girlfriend loves it. So, um, so my legs have definitely gotten stronger, and I've touched on this before, but in my morning commute, I walk for about 45 minutes to an hour. About 45 minutes to work, and then about 45 minutes back from work, and then I have to go on the train and stuff. It's very complicated, but the moral of the story is I'm walking for about an hour a day, and then on top of the running, I feel like that's a really good amount of exercise. And of course, I'm making sure that I'm having a lot of energy to keep me going through that. So I've been doing a lot of sweet potatoes. I have a sweet potato every day for breakfast in the morning. A very large one, like one that's like the size of 3 normal-sized sweet potatoes. And then for lunch, I'll have a can of beans or a couple cans of beans and a can of corn. And then for dinner, I'll have some sort of taco or, a really big salad or something like that, or some pasta with like a vegan bean sauce. That's been really fun to experiment with those recipes. There's a lot of high carb vegans who have made some glorious concoctions that taste very good and are very filling. So, and then sometimes I'll go on night walks as well because I get home from late, very late. So I don't like to just like eat and then go to bed. I want to be able to move it and like kind of start digesting it. So I've been doing that. But overall, I feel like I've made a lot of progress. I'm in a really, really good headspace. Like, I think that's the most important thing, is that these positive affirmations have led me to this really, really good mindset where I'm feeling good. I feel like I look good. I look positive. I have a lot more confidence in myself, and my trust in myself is definitely coming back. I think a really big thing that I've been doing is thinking about what I'm choosing to eat consciously. So, like, instead of going to the fridge late at night and just kind of passively eating because that's what my lower brain is telling me to do, I'm really using my executive control and saying to myself, like, as soon as I go to the fridge, I say, I am making the conscious decision to eat right now. And then as soon as I do that, I lose the desire to eat because I realize, like, oh, I don't actually consciously want to do this. This is my craving side coming out. So that's been very helpful for me, to think about, like, consciously making decisions for myself. And I consciously make the decision to exercise. I don't feel like I'm forcing myself to do it. I'm being fair to myself as well. And, if there's a day that I don't want to run, then I'm not going to run. Like today, I did more speed walking and a little bit of running, and that was fine. It was good. So, I'm being more kind to myself, and I'm in a positive place. And I'm on the right track, and I just can't wait to see how much more progress I'm going to make. So, yeah, if anybody has questions, let me know. And so this is just what I found to be helpful. Oh, and I've also been listening to podcasts. That's the other thing, is that there are a lot of podcasts online that are like health and longevity podcasts and stuff that tell you about, like, exciting new things and new research in the health industry. And, like, I don't really buy a ton of that stuff, but I think it's kind of interesting to listen to at least, and, reminds me of what's new and recent. I don't know, whatever. It's fun. So that's something I've been doing. Anyway, so I just wanted to make this update. It is now at 7 minutes, so I am going to cut it off. All right. See you guys later. Bye-bye.